Analysis of a transaction. So here we have certain examples. There are 13 examples, just the examples on how to analyze the transaction and convert that transaction into the journal entry. Okay, that is what is we are going to learn in this topic. So example 1, you have transaction. Somu commenced printing business with cash rupees 50,000. First, we must analyze whether it is cash or a credit transaction. Okay, what is a transaction? Transaction is an activity which occurs in the business organizations where money or money's worth is involved. So whenever we see any statement, okay, normally we call it statement, right? So whenever we see any statement which has money or money's worth in the of the business organization, then we term it as transactions. Okay, so now the first is given as Somu commenced printing business with cash. So cash is given, so automatically it is this is a cash transaction. Now we are going to analyze each and every step. Okay, first, from this transaction, we need to take up the accounts which are involved. So, as we saw in the accounting equation approach itself, if you see the word started, commenced business, so, okay, so in that case, we have to treat it as capital account. So, here the two accounts which are involved are cash account and capital account. So whenever we write capital account, we have to write or prefix even the person's name. So here it is given as Somu commenced business. So Somu is bringing the capital. You will write it as Somu's capital account. That is what is written in the accounts involved column. The third column says nature of account. So cash account, as we all know, it is the belonging of the business. It is a real account. So the next one is Somu's capital account. So always capital is being given by one person, right? So in that case, it is to be considered as personal account. We have to, so we have got the nature of accounts. Now we have to apply the rules, golden rules for real and nomin personal account. Okay, so here real account, you have cash account as the real account. We have to check for the business whether we are receiving the cash or we are giving the cash. In other terms, real account means what comes in should be debited, what goes out should be credited. For the business, we are getting the cash, which means cash is coming in, so we have to debit the cash account. Okay, so that's what is given in the fourth column, how affected in the business, and the fifth column is debit or credit. So cash is coming in, so we have to debit. The next one is personal account. So as per personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here, Somu is the person who is giving the cash to the business, right? So in that case, Somu becomes the giver. So Somu is the giver. As per the accounting rule for personal accounts, we have to credit Somu's capital account. So after analyzing this, you will convert this analyzation into a journal entry. So there is a table, that is the second table, with journal entry, date, particulars, LF, debit rupees, credit rupees. Okay, now how you have to go about is, always while writing the journal entry, whichever account is to be debited must be written first. If you see in the particulars column, cash account, debtor, dr dot. Okay, so cash account debtor. We have to leave space in the next line, maybe a little finger size of space, to Somu's capital account, which means whatever is to be credited must be prefixed with the word to Somu's capital account. After writing this entry, so we call this as a journal entry, cash account data to Somu's capital account. This is your journal entry, and for that entry we need to write a narration. So normally narration is nothing but whatever is given in the transaction, you just copy the same in your narration. Okay, it is a short description of what we have written as journal entry. So now in brackets you will write Somu commenced business with capital. In the debit column, just beside the cash account debtor, debit column is there, right? There you will write as 50,000. To Somu's capital account, the amount must be written in the credit column because this Somu's capital is a credit account now. So we have to write the amount in the credit column exactly the same line to Somu's capital account. Okay. The next one is bought goods for cash rupees 4,000. The second transaction is bought goods for cash rupees 4,000. So this is again cash transaction because the word cash is there. So cash is involved. Bought goods means purchase. So here the two accounts which are involved are your purchasing. Bought means purchase, right? When you're purchasing any good means stock. Okay, so here whenever you purchase any stock, then it is to be treated as purchases account. Okay, so purchases account is a nominal account. You can refer to your table which I have given as account classification. Okay, so there I have written nominal account. Okay, under which you have your purchases account also. So purchases is a nominal account, and as per nominal account, expenses and losses should be debited. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So when you purchase, it means that you are spending certain amount, right? So automatically it is an expense to the business, so it is to be debited. Then the next account which is affected is your cash account. So as we all know, cash account is a real account because it is a belonging to the business. So cash is a real account. We have to first check whether we are whether the cash is going out or coming in. Okay, logically speaking, when we purchase any product we will give the cash, right? Which means your cash is going out, right? So here also the same thing. The cash goes out, which means you have to credit the cash account. So again, you will write journal entry, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. Okay. Now you will write, since you are debiting purchases account in your analysis, you are debiting purchases account debtor, leave some space, write to cash account. Here you can write it as a narration, as bought goods for cash. Okay, that can be your narration. Then towards the debit column you can write the amount exactly next to the purchases account. Straight to it, you in the debit column you write the amount as 4,000, and in the credit side to cash account is given, right? So to cash account, the same line just beside, like just in your credit column you write the rupees 4,000 as your cash account. Okay.